YouTube. This is Juanita Franklin coming to you guys with another video. I hope all is well with everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I'll come to you with some good news, some great news, some positive news. But before I get into the good news, I want to tell you guys how this whole year went for me and my family, for me and my 3 daughters and my youngest daughter father. As you all know, me and my youngest daughter father, we're still together. And I want to let you guys know how this whole year went for us, because this year is about to end at the end of this month, and we're going into a new year. And I'm believing God for a great year, a better year, that the next year, the year 2020, is going to be my year, going to be our year, and we're going to live our best life. First, I want to start off saying, okay, it started a year ago. A year ago, me and my daughter father was talking about getting married. Okay, I found the pastors that offered to marry us. Her name is Reverend Johnson and Ross. She's pastoring 2 churches. Okay, she wrote our vows out. She wrote me and Eugene vows out. Then she typed the vows up, and then she emailed me our wedding vows. She had Eugene's mom up in there. She had my mom up in there, because it was going to be a candlelight wedding, and she's going to have both of our parents come together and light the unity candles. Anyway, to make a long story short, not long after we got the vows, Eugene's mom collapsed. Eugene had to call 911 and rush his mom to the emergency room. Okay? My mother-in-law slipped into a coma, stayed in a coma for 2 months, and then she died. She never came back home. So that was hard on him, hard on me, and hard on my daughter, because that was my daughter's grandma, my mother-in-law, and his mom. So of course it's hard on him, because that's his mom. So it messed him up mentally and emotionally. He grieved it real hard and real bad. Okay, so then not long after that, I found out my building was in foreclosure. I was living in this building, and it was 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was like a house. Me and my family was living in. Me and my kids was living in, and we found out the building was in foreclosure. Okay, everybody was forced out the building. I was on the first level of the house, and this other lady, her son was on the 2nd floor. They was forced out first, and then me and my kids was forced out. Okay, the day that we was forced out, we only got a chance to grab like 1 little bag of clothes and take with us. And so we end up at the motel, because my brother came and got us and put us in the motel. So mind you, me and my kids lived in the motel for 7 whole months. We went to different motels, lived in different motels for 7 months. I don't wish that on no one. It was torture. It was painful. It was hard. It was stressful. It was depressing. Okay? I wouldn't wish living like that on no one. So we ended up losing everything we owned except 1 bag of clothes. And that's the bag we took out the door with us that day. I went back the next day to get the rest of our things. And when I went back the next day, the old landlord's son pretended somebody broke it in and stole all our stuff. The same day we left. Okay, which my brother and my family think it was an inside job. They think it was an inside job, that the landlord and his son plotted that up. They ripped me off for all my stuff. Because I had some nice things. I had a smart TV. I had a big flat screen smart TV. My kids had a lot of expensive stuff. We lost a lot of stuff. We lost like over $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 of stuff. That's how much stuff I had in my house. So basically, me and my kids had to start over from scratch. We only had like 1 little bag of clothes. We literally didn't have nothing. And I was going to church every Sunday. I got rebaptized and everything, because I haven't been baptized in years. So I felt the need that it was time for me to get rebaptized. So I got rebaptized. I went back down in the water and, got my sin cleansed off of me or whatever. And so after we lost everything, I haven't been to church since. But through the whole 7 months I was in that motel, me and my kids, my pastor and other pastors was praying for us to get back on our feet and for us to find an apartment and for us not to be out there homeless. Okay, so thanks be to God, I finally found an apartment 2 months ago, this past October. Me and my kids moved in this apartment. I'm in an apartment right now. Okay, and even though I went through that, I thank God it's a lot of pastors from different churches. They stood by me and my kids through the whole thing. They was coming out, help paying the motel fare. They kept praying, kept us in their prayers. They kept praying for us not to spend not one night out there on the streets. They was praying for us not to end up out there on the streets, sleeping on the ground with nowhere to go. It was different people's. I got blessed because different people was helping us paying for the motel. It wasn't easy. It was stressful trying to pay that fee every week or pay it every day. Or, it was hard. It was so freaking hard. Okay? I was so depressed. I cried a lot. Because I had never in my life been in a situation like that before. I cried a lot. But what kept me going, God gave me the strength to keep me going because of the prayers of the righteous. My pastor and the other pastors at my church and my church family and pastors at other churches, they kept on praying for us. Sometimes they'll call me, check on me and the kids, pray for me and the kids. And mind you, I've been a member of my church for 13 whole years. So I've been at my church 13 years. So when we lost everything except one bag of clothes, and I called my church and I explained to the minister at my church, trust me, my pastor and all the preachers at my church, they understood what I was going through. And I told them I wasn't going to be at church for a while because I literally didn't have nothing but one bag of clothes. And we was living in a motel, and I'm like, I didn't have anything to wear to church. So I'm like trying to start over from scratch, to get back on my feet. And so now that we got blessed with an apartment, this pastor at another church blessed me and my kids with a house full of furniture for free at this furniture warehouse. So that's how I know the favor of God is upon me, because I had pastors and different church peoples, even my family, the one that don't go to church. Some of them stood by me and helped me and been a blessing to me and my kids too. So to make a long story short, my niece that's a minister. She did a GoFundMe page, try to raise money for me and my kids to get back on our feet. I think she tried to raise like $3,000 or something like that to help me and my kids get back on our feet. So she did that. She even shared it on Facebook. We stayed in the motel for 7 months, and my pastor was like, y'all been in there too long. I gotta pray y'all out that situation, and y'all gotta get y'all into an apartment. So, like I said, the pastors blessed us with a house full of free furniture at this furniture warehouse that I didn't have to pay for. The only thing we had to pay was a $50 appointment fee, and the church pays that. I'd have to come out of my pocket for that. And God even made a way. The rent and security deposit got paid through another company. God even made a way for the it was so funny. My pastor prayed one day and I found this apartment the next day. Okay, so God even made a way. I got this apartment through an agency. So the agency helped me. The agency helped me get this apartment. Okay, and soon my pastor prayed. I went to look at an apartment the next day, and I got blessed with it. The landlord gave it to me. That's why I said I know the favor of God is upon me. Okay, and they all understood. They already know that I'm not going to be there for a while because I'm starting over from scratch. I'm trying to build myself back up. I'm still don't got but a little bitty clothes or whatever. But I'm also looking for another job. So I got the pastors praying for me to find another job, for me to get blessed with a job as soon as possible. Anyway, so that what took place. And it was so funny because the day after me and my kids went to live in a motel, they found one of my brothers dead. Okay, my brother was spending the night at his friend's house, and they found him dead at his friend's house on the couch. The next morning, my brother was living with my dad. The police called my dad's house at 6 in the morning telling my dad they found my brother dead. So I lost my brother the next day after I ended up in a motel, me and my kids. That was rough. So it was like all this pain on top of pain I was dealing with. Okay? And then And then and like I said, my daughter's father lost his mom first. That like delayed us getting married because he was messed up. We all took it hard, okay? And then on top of that, okay, I finally got into an apartment and everything. Working on getting back on my feet. And my daughter's father, grandmother died a few days before Thanksgiving. So that's another death that now we are dealing with. And he was living with his grandmother because he was having to take care of her because she was real old and had Alzheimer's. And she died at home in the bed, and he the one found her dead. So we had to grieve her death. And he lost his appetite for a couple of days. I had to make him eat because I didn't want him to get sick. Okay? So that's another death we're dealing with. So it's like all this happened this year. But through it all, I know something good finna come out of all this pain, all the pain we experienced, all the tears we shared, we lost everything we owned, except one bag of clothes. I know God is finna bring something good out of all of this. Something good is about to happen. Something good is about to take place in my life, in my kids' life, and my daughter's father's life. I know something good is about to take place. And it's so funny because today, now here go the good positive news. Like I said, from now on out, nothing but positive vibes, positive news, positive everything. Now today, I called Reverend Ross, the same pastor a year ago that's supposed to be marrying me and my daughter's father. I called her today and I talked to her we talked for a long time. And I got a chance to tell her that my daughter's father lost his mom. Because she was wondering like, wow, I ain't heard from them no more in a while. But I got a chance to talk to her and break down and explain to her what happened, the reason she haven't heard from me in a while, and the reason she haven't, I haven't called her in a while. And I even explained to her about the hotel situation. I explained everything to her. And we talked for a real long time. And her spirit of discernment, I know she got a spirit of discernment because she's a strong, true, saved woman of God. And she was literally like telling me she got a lot of things. She was letting me know she finna bless me, put it like that. She was like, I got so much stuff in my house. I need to get rid of some of that stuff. I don't even need all that stuff. And then I opened nowhere, I nowhere said, well, give it to me. She said, okay, I'm gonna give it to you. I got curtains, I got this, I got that. So I'm like, okay. So but let's just go how God's opened up doors and making a way for me to get blessed, me and my family. And she was saying she's gonna come over to my house and she's gonna bring me some curtains. She's gonna bring me different stuff. Cause I still need a lot of stuff. Oh gosh, I'm still, even though I got a house full of furniture, I got dishes, I still need pots and pans. It's so much stuff I still need. So my mom said she was gonna give me some stuff, and then Reverend Ross was saying she's gonna bring me some things, and I was telling Reverend Ross what I needed, and she was like, she got a list of things that she's gonna give me. So she's coming over to my house to bring some things to me. So she's blessing me with some things. And I thank God for that. And another great thing is, she still is going to marry me and my daughter's father next year in 2020. And don't believe in God for nothing not to take place. Like I said, next year, the year of 2020, is going to be my year, my kids' year, my daughter Eugene's year, my daughter father Eugene's year. It's going to be all our year because we deserve a great year. We deserve to live our best life because we've been through a lot this year. It was not easy for me. It was not easy for Eugene. It was not easy for me. It was not easy for my kids. And I thank God I am blessed. Blessing is coming out of it because my daughter is pregnant with my first grandchild. She's pregnant with her first baby, and I got my first grandbaby on the way. So that's gonna bring, kids are a joy. Kids are a blessing. That's gonna bring a lot of joy to our lives. And so me and Eugene about to be grandparents. He's my youngest daughter's father, and my youngest daughter's pregnant with her first baby. So we about to be grandparents. So to our first biological grandbaby together. We got to have a gorgeous grandbaby. I already know the baby going to be cute because my daughter cute and I'm cute and my daughter father's nice looking. Anyway, to make a long story short, so like I said, I'm just believing God for things to start getting better for here on out. None but positive things taking place, good things taking place, great things taking place, awesome things taking place. And I called the church early. I'm not gonna lie, I called the church early and I talked to the minister. It was one of the churches that was praying for me and my kids the whole 7 months while I was in the motel. They was praying for us to get on our feet too. It was my pastor, one of his best friend church that I called today, because my pastor got best friends that's pastors got their own church. So not only was I calling my church the whole 7 months while I was in the motel, I was also calling my pastor friends' churches, because he got friends that's pastor and got their own churches. So I was also calling their church and getting prayer from the pastors at their churches. So I did call the church today and talk to one of the ministers there. And the minister, I told that minister, I said, I don't ever in my life want to go through nothing like that no more. I said, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. To live in no motel, going from motel to motel, to trying to keep a roof over your head so you won't end up on the streets, on the ground, sleeping with nowhere to go. And the heartbreaking part about the whole thing is I ran into this lady. She was a young lady in her 20s while I was living in the motel. I ran into this lady and I went down to this place, this company called The Journeys of Home. I went down there. It's this pastor told me to go down there because they had a lot of different programs down there to help me get on my feet. So I went down there one day and there was a lot of homeless people down up in that place with none but, no, they bags of clothes like that, bags of clothes. But they were sleeping in different shelters on the floor, on the mat. And so they gave me a lot of food. They fed me while I was there. They was cooking hot food. They fed me while I was there, and then they gave me a lot of food to bring back to the motel for me and my kids. And one young girl, she was like, she grabbed, when they gave me so many bags of food, I couldn't carry it all. She grabbed my bag of food to help me to carry it to the car, to the lift. I took a lift down there, and she was trying to help me put the bags in the lift, and I was like, and then one lady down there was like, no, don't let her help you. She has cancer. I'm like, what? She said, don't let her help you. She can't carry no heavy bag. She has cancer. I said, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Then I told her, I said, don't help me with my bags. I said, because I heard that you were sick. She said, oh, I'm feeling fine today. I can help carry your bags. I said, no, I don't want you to help me carry my bags. And she said, that's what we're here for. God put us here to help each other. I said, yeah, true. And so then I said, but I don't want you to carry the bags. I heard you sick. She said, no, I'm feeling fine today. And so she grabbed the bag anyway and walked out the door with me. And so we went in the front of the building that I was in. We went in the front of it while I went on my Lyft driver. And I was out there talking to her. I said, I heard you got cancer. And she said, yes, I do. I said, what kind of cancer you have? She said, colon cancer. I said, oh, wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. I said, I will be getting my pastor and the preachers at my church to be praying for you and put you on the prayer list. She said, okay, thank you, like that. And then I said, I said, what kind of cancer you got? She said, colon cancer. I said, how did you get cancer? She said, I got cancer because I became homeless this past January. She said, it was real cold outside. It was winter and it was real cold out there. And I was sleeping up on the viaducts on the ground. I was sleeping up on the bridges. She said, I was sleeping on the ground different places, and I was eating out the garbage cans. I was eating out the garbages different places. I said, that's how, she said, that's how I caught cancer. And when she told me that, I kid you not, it broke my heart. My heart ached for that girl. I wanted to cry so bad right then and there. That's how heartbroken it was. I said, wow. Because the girl was young. She didn't look no more than about 23 or 24, 25 years old. She is so young. I'm like, oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. So I was so upset. So my lift came, I put all my bags in the lift, and I told her I was going to be praying for her. And I told her I was going to come back down there, but I never got a chance to go back down there because I wanted to go back down there and see her. So I got in my lift and I went back to the motel. When I got to the motel, I was so upset, I called the church. I called the church and talked to the pastor. And I told the pastor what that girl said. The pastor said, Sister Juanita, calm down. We're going to pray for nothing like that to ever in life happen to you and your kids. We're going to pray that you and your kids go up and y'all never like come back down. That God put y'all on y'all feet and y'all never like come back down. And that y'all don't ever in y'all life become homeless. And never y'all life become homeless again. And never y'all be on them streets, sleeping on no ground, on no bridges, eating out no garbage can. We're going to pray that don't ever life happen to you and your kids. He said, so don't be getting scared and worried and freaking out. We praying that don't ever life happen to you and your kids. We praying that God put y'all on y'all feet and that y'all never like come back down again. I said, wow. I said, okay, Pastor. Because that freaked me out. I'm not going to even lie. I started panicking a little bit. Because to see somebody else's situation that's way worse than yours, it like, oh, Lord, I don't ever like want to get like that. I don't ever like want to live in a motel again. That's not no way to live. You can't cook the way you want. You can't feed your family the way you want. You got to go study buying stuff out the store every day, stuff out the restaurant. And that's not healthy. Study going to buy junk food to pop in the microwave because you got a microwave in your room. But you can't even literally get on the stove and cook a home-cooked meal, a healthy meal for you and your family. That's not healthy. It's not a good way to live. It's not a healthy way to live. I told the pastor this morning, I don't ever in my life want to live like that again. And the pastor said, we're going to pray right now for you not to never life have to live like that, you and your family. For you and your friend not to never have to go through nothing like that again. So we pray God bless you. Better keep your apartment, bless you all the money you need to pay all your bills and, all the finance you need to pay your bills and stuff. So, oh gosh, I don't ever in life, I don't wish homelessness on no one. It's not a good thing. It's not a good way to live, so like I say, unbelieving things here on out, positive thing, positive vibes, positive thing happening. Stay on this journey with me. I love you guys. We are family. Comment, subscribe, hit the post notification button. Don't be no stranger. Don't be shy. I'm a good person. I have a good heart. And like I said, good things is finna start happening for me and my family. I'm believing God for that. I'm believing God for me and my daughter, Father Eugene, to get married in 2020. Reverend Ross already said today she would do it. And I think she's still going to do it. And I'm claiming nothing else negative and evil or bad take place to stop it or try to hinder it. So, but I thank God for everything and everybody. I don't take things for granted. I don't take people's for granted. I be thankful for whatever I get. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a piece of bread. I'm thankful. God said, when you be thankful for the little, he bless you with the biggest. I'm thankful for whatever blessing come my way. I'm thankful for whatever blessing come my kids' way. I'm thankful for whatever blessing come Eugene, my daughter, Father's way. Whatever blessing come to me and my family, I am so grateful and so thankful. I don't take nothing for granted. I don't think I'm not arrogant. I don't think I'm better than nobody, more than nobody. I don't even when God bless us get back on our feet. Even when I had a lot of stuff in the past before I lost everything, I never was an arrogant person. I don't go around looking down on people thinking I'm better than the next person because I got a little more than somebody else. Or you're never supposed to be arrogant. And that's why my pastor always teaches us. God don't want us to be arrogant. No matter what God bless you with, he don't want you being arrogant with it. So I'm not an arrogant person. I'm a thankful person. So whatever God send my way, and like I said, 2020 is my year. From here on out, I'm living my best life. Me and my kids, even my new unborn grandbaby, when my grandbaby get here, he or she gonna live his best life too. And my daughter, Father Eugene, we all, us as a family, and me and him as a couple, we finna live our best life because we deserve it. We've been through a lot of pain this year, a lot of tears, a lot of heartache. I mean, we had a rough year this year, but thanks be to God, this year's almost over. It's almost over. And like I said, nothing but positive things, positive vibes, positive stuff taking place in our life. And I think the Lord for everybody who's been a blessing to me and my family. I thank the Lord for everybody who continues to be a blessing to me and my family. I thank the Lord for all the prayers, all the good, positive prayers that was prayed over me and my family. All the pastors that prayed, all the saints of God that prayed, all my family members that's prayed, all my friends that's prayed, everybody that's prayed for us to get back on our feet, for us to go back up, don't like come back down, for God to bless us. Even the pastors that prayed for God to restore back everything, all the good things the devil stolen from me and my family. I thank the Lord for those pastors. I thank the Lord for the pastors that prayed for God to give us back double of what we lost. You know, so it's been some good positive prayers prayed. I'm not gonna lie, it's been some prayers, good God Almighty. And when we was in that motel, the pastor prayed for God to bring us out the valley into the mountaintop. So I'm telling you, I don't have some great prayers prayed over me and my family. And I thank God for every last one of them and all the people that prayed. I thank God for all of them. And like I said, I am like starting over. I'm still gonna do a house tour. I haven't done it yet, but I'm still gonna do it. You know, I thank the Lord for everybody that's been a blessing in my life, my kids' life. Financially, we was in a motel even after we left there. The pastor that helped us got the house for the furniture. I thank the Lord for him. That paid that $50 fee for that warehouse. I thank the Lord for him. The pastor that can't send a church secretary out to the motel to pay motel fees for us and to keep a roof over our heads, on the street, to help pay the hotel fare. My family members, they help pay the hotel fare. People that gave us money for food. People that gave us gift cards. His pastors gave us gift cards. His pastor gave us checks. I mean, God, I swear, I am so beyond blessed. I can't even count the blessing God had bestowed upon me and my kids. The help that we have received during that time in our life. And I don't wish this on nobody. And if there's anybody out there that's in the situation I was in a couple of months ago, living in a hotel or a motel or whatever, just know God is able. He will bring you out of that situation. It's not a situation that I would wish on no one. It's stressful, it's depressing, it's hurtful, and then the hurtful part about the whole thing, when you go through something like that, and some people act like they don't even care that what you're going through, and don't even care that you even been, that you're hurting, that you're crying, that I mean, some people, a lot of people that showed they care, then I had a few people that act like they didn't care at all. But you got to keep on keeping on, because God will send somebody who does have a heart, who will care enough to bless you. My pastor always say this. How many of y'all know that God was in a bird to help take care of y'all? I love to hear my pastor say that. He said, how many of you know that God was in a bird to help take care of you? So I love to hear my pastor say that. And God will always send somebody that care enough to help you and be a blessing to you. But I don't wish that on nobody. No way. And